Trump tried to confront a potential witness that will testify before the January 6th committee. Here's that video.
After our last hearing, President Trump tried to call a witness in our investigation, a witness you have not yet seen in these hearings. That person declined to answer or respond to President Trump's call and instead alerted their lawyer to the call. Their lawyer alerted us, and this committee has supplied that information to the Department of Justice. Let me say one more time, we will take any effort to influence witness testimony very seriously.
You know, they really need to just tell us who in the hell they're talking about, okay? So the committee, as I've said on record before, it is necessary, but it is in fact performative, political, and probative, more so political and performative than probative. I wanted this committee to go down every rabbit hole, to issue letters to the Department of Justice, to recommend prosecution. That's what I wanted this committee to be. The committee refuses to subpoena certain people. The committee refuses to go down certain investigative tracks. Okay, so they want to make sure that Democrats are powerful in the upcoming midterm. That's strategic, okay, it's politics. And Republicans, they want to use this committee so that Trump has a looser grip on the Republican Party in general. I want the committee to actually help the nation not ever go through this again. That's what I would like them to do. Okay, let's go to the background. Ms. Cheney made those remarks in the closing moments of Tuesday's hearing, and 2 weeks after the previous hearing, when a former White House aide, Cassidy Hutchinson, testified that Mr. Trump was aware that some members of the crowd on January 6th were in fact armed, that he wanted to lead his supporters to the Capitol anyway, and that White House officials had expressed concern that Trump's plan for January 6th could be unlawful. At the end of the public hearing, Ms. Hutchinson, Ms. Cheney raised the prospect that Mr. Trump and his allies were tampering with the witness, later revealed to be Ms. Hutchinson, and shared messages sent to her people close to Mr. Trump. In one phone call, according to the account provided by the committee at the time, now this was at the time, the witness was told that Mr. Trump was paying attention to the hearings, reading the transcripts. The caller said the witness could continue to stay in good graces in Trump world if the person continued to be a team player and demonstrate that they were protecting who they needed to protect. In another call, according to the committee, the witness said or was told that Mr. Trump knows you're loyal and you're going to do the right thing when you go in for your deposition. Now, where does this strategy come from? Well, this is how the mafia does it. This is how the mob does it, okay? The mob boss never actually threatens anybody. They never have a weapon. They never engage typically in direct illegal activity. They always get a surrogate to do it. And their wording is very massaged, very measured. Things like, you know, the big guy is paying attention. You know, the big guy really appreciates your loyalty. It's the same tactic, just this is the presidential standard here, okay? You have not seen thugs and gangsters until you have seen out of control bigoted white men. Now, those are the biggest gangsters you will ever experience in your natural life. And that's what we have here. Now, I want you to remember of the kind of gangsters you're dealing with, the kind of criminals who used to be in charge of this country. Criminals like John Bolton, who was in charge of national security, has just said this.
Not an attack on our democracy. It's Donald Trump looking out for Donald Trump. It's a once in a lifetime occurrence.
I don't know that I agree with you. To be fair, with all due respect, one doesn't have to be brilliant to attempt a coup.
I disagree with that. As somebody who has helped plan coup d'état, not here, but other places, it takes a lot of work, and that's not what he did. It was.
The man has admitted he has planned these things. Oh, not here in America. Now, damn it, he should get a subpoena right now from the January 6th committee. He worked for Donald Trump. Maybe he wrote the blueprint, I don't know. But the man has admitted that the United States government is engaged in these kinds of operations across the planet. He has just admitted it. He used to be in charge with Donald Trump, national security guy, all right? Also, Michael Flynn, General Flynn, the man who basically coined the term lock her up, talking about Hillary Clinton, a man who is corrupt, who has said he's corrupt. He had this to say.
How do you think they're going to surveil you under the skin? Right? I mean, God help us, anybody that gets a vaccine for their children, God help you.
The man is saying that if you get a vaccine, or if your children get a vaccine, the government is able to track you under your skin. Once again, used to be in charge of the government with Trump, used to be a leader in our actual United States military. All right. Doc, how did we allow this to happen? How did these individuals, seemingly normal, even if antithetical to policies that I care for, seemingly, they would not say the things that they're saying, but they are? Help me out here, Doc.
I mean, where do we start? I'm just gonna go through point by point, and then I think I have a meta point. But with the Trump example first, man, how dumb do you have to be? I mean, calling the witness directly, which is what they're saying happened, that's exactly the same problem that got him into trouble in Atlanta, right? Yep. In Georgia right now, they've got Trump on tape in a case that's gonna go forward because Trump himself, he didn't act like the mafia boss, he acted like the insecure mafia boss in a certain kind of way. And so if Trump did directly call the witness here, I actually think it's a bigger story than just somebody telling somebody, hey, this guy is gonna, he's looking out for you and he appreciates your loyalty. So I do think this story potentially has legs because again, it's Trump directly calling somebody, which puts Trump directly in the line of potential prosecution. With Bolton, I think it is very telling that Jake Tapper said, well, you don't have to be smart to plan a coup. And that's what got Bolton.
That's right.
So in other words, it wasn't like, oh, there's anything good or bad about planning a coup in a foreign country where people are maybe black or brown skin. It was insulting his intelligence because he said any moron can plan a coup. And then Bolton is like, hey, wait, I'm smart and I've planned coups or something like that. So there's a level of ego there. And then with Flynn, I mean, oh my God, these guys were planning like foreign policy, right? And he's thinking that the government, which he saw the internal files, that we have people in rooms somewhere conducting surveillance under your skin, like everybody who got a vaccine is being surveilled under the skin. So I think that in a way, just this level of paranoia and ineptitude and profound insecurity really is terrifying again, because as you rightly say, these were the people who had access to the nuclear codes or could have launched a war or could launch a war within our country on the US Capitol. So pretty serious stuff, and let's hope we never go back there.
Yeah, and let me say this, okay? I don't know if aliens are real or not, but damn it, if y'all are, this may be the time to intervene.